So we have our two edge boards in, I guess I'd call them, 1x8. We first put screws from the vinyl in, so it made sure that the, because underneath the vinyl was a 3/4 inch pine, and then on this side here, it was a 2x4, so we, within the first 3.5 inches, well, 4 inches because you have a 1/2 inch of plywood, we screwed in first, 2-inch screws. Then we put this hemlock on and screwed in with 3-inch screws. So that thing is really solid. On this side, we screwed in the vinyl into the, because here again, there's a 3/4 inch pine underneath, but then you have a 2x4 there also. So we screwed in there, and then we screwed it really tight with 3-inch. Up in the corner, we put a block in. You can walk over there. Also notice the overhang. So this is what we decided on. It's 3.5 feet. Now by the time I put my facer and moldings, it should give us another 6 inches.
Well, that's all right. Well, Brad has to.
Now right here, so we had a little piece of wood left over. So we put that block in there, screwed that in, and that helps us screw into here. Now there'll be another board that goes along here, but not yet. Now I ran out of 1x8s because I only brought 2 up. I forgot that I needed that one. So I need to mow the lawn down in Zehr State anyway, so we'll go down. But you can see we have the fascia all back on and the soffit. So we're ready to put our first 1x8 on here. And then we also figured out our support here. We need a support, so we decided on a 2x6. A 2x4 would honestly do it, but the 2x6, because of the sharp angle where it goes against the house, is going to give us a lot more screwing or nailing area, probably screws. And then up there, we will have it going on to a 2x6 is what I'm thinking. Although this is going to be a little tricky right here. So I'm not sure. We have to rebuild this corner. Well, we have to do the corner like we did on the other one, so we have to bring it out to, I think, 5.5 inches. And then we'll put our nice moldings on here. And this board was a little long, the one that went in between here, so it didn't go tight. And then when you put the molding on, it's going to stick out even. It could compound the problem. So I ripped it off, broke some boards, but all the pieces are right here. And I trimmed it a little bit, so we're going to put this back on, nail everything really good. We're re-nailing all these boards really good. Then we'll make our molding. I need to make sure that this is 5.5 also. Make our molding, and then we can nail that on. But again, this points out the issue where you leave gaps. Bugs crawl in there to make their home, but you know, I don't feel like ripping all these off. Some of them where I did have to, I've then packed with insulation, but I'm not going to here, I don't think. Well, maybe I'll bring a little bit up for right here since this is off. Okay. Oh, I see that top is, yeah, that needs to come off too, because that's supposed to be square against the top there. Okay. Then we have this issue with the floor of the deck, but we'll be dealing with that later. That's because one of the posts dropped over here, so we need to cut that off, put a spacer in there, and that'll bring this whole deck back up where it's supposed to be. Fortunately, the two very, very important posts over here are all good. So for some reason, the short one, which was next to the well, and maybe that's, I don't know, I'm not sure what caused it. Okay, we'll get into that later. But right now, we're going to nail on this and get this back together.